All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Ava?
Scott, you guys were hanging in well there through the first quarter. What happened at the end? It looked like you sent New York the line a couple possessions in succession, but what did you see?
Well, yeah, we fouled in the first quarter and then returned the ball over, gave them opportunities in transition. But they outplayed us. They outplayed us from the start. And if you don't play with physicality and some determination, some grit, New York's going to do that. They got some pretty strong physical athletes. But you got to be able to match that. We didn't do that. We didn't do that to the start. In the second quarter, we couldn't buy a bucket, and that's the deficit was hard. We tried to fight back, but if you don't compete with some physicality, it's gonna be a long night, and we got to be better.
It seems like when you guys do come out with these good starts, it's often led by Russell, and he's hyper aggressive. Is his aggression, when that happens, a symptom of everything else going right? Like you guys are playing well anyways, and he's able to capitalize? Or do you guys kind of need him to get off to those types of starts?
Well, we need him to get off the good starts, but we need them to keep attacking and open up the paint, and allow our shooters to be spot up, catch and shoot shots. But we didn't come out with that middle of that second quarter, the physicality. They cranked it up another level, and we didn't match it. And then Randall was making shots all over the floor. The first one, yeah. Second one, but it wasn't nearly. They didn't fill us, and if they don't fill you, they're just going to run their offense. They're going to end up getting shots that, if they miss, it's on them. And we didn't do the good enough job tonight to prevent them from getting easy shots.
Fred?
Hey, Scott. You mentioned the last game, kind of issues with the bench that you wanted to see improve tonight. What did you see out of them?
Well, I mean, they played well in the fourth quarter, but the game was already pretty much decided. We didn't play well. Not just the bench. Our starters didn't play well. We played better. We're going to play better. Like I said, we didn't. This team is a physical team. They got some high-flying centers. They got a really incredible hot player at All-Star Randall, and they got some really good players that are improving. And we let them. We were chasing that basketball all over the court in the first half. And when you do that, it's going to be hard to get stops. And then we turned the ball over too many times as well.
And Scott, you guys are a sub 500 team, and the trade deadline will come and go by the next time you guys play. Do you as a coach feel the need to say anything? Is there an anxiety in a situation like this in the locker room, or do you just let that breathe?
No, I mean, we've been in this business, other than the few rookies that we have, that this is part of it. This is everybody in the league is trying to improve their team. And if you got opportunities to improve your team, you do it. It's nothing personal, it's business. And I don't think that's affecting how we played the physicality tonight. We need to be better. We all do, myself included. We need to get better, and it needs to be better quickly going into this next game.
Neil?
Scott, you guys have talked about this physicality, defensive resistance not being there, multiple times throughout the season already. Why do you think it continues to be the case when everybody knows that, okay, we really have to come out and be physical against a team that was physical with you previously already?
Well, we got to have more grit, and we got to be able to do that. Got to find a way. Trying to mix things up and change some of the rotations. Nothing seemed to work tonight. But we have to find a way to battle and to compete for every inch of the floor. And like I said tonight, it wasn't good enough. We need to be better. And tonight, they got where they wanted to go. And when you do that, RJ got where he wanted to go. Randall got where he wanted to go. When you do that, you're chasing the basketball, you're chasing the game around, and you got open shooters on the floor, and then it makes it tough for closeout. So we have to be better. We have to be better all the way around.
Fred, I see your hand still up. Another question or? Nope. All right, looks like no more questions.
All right, guys. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Coach.
Yep.
So Mo.
How you doing?
Good. All right, everybody. We have Mo ready to go. If you can raise your hand. We'll get you in. Neil, go ahead.
Hey Mo, obviously not the result you guys wanted. What do you think you guys can take from this game and try and turn things around on Thursday?
Come to work tomorrow, and play hard on Thursday.
Fred?
Hey Mo, Scott talked a lot about lack of physicality tonight. I'm just wondering what you saw from that vantage point, and you're generally a pretty physical player. I'm wondering what you do to maintain your physicality on nights when you just kind of feel like you're having just kind of an off day or whatever.
I agree with Coach. And yeah, it's kind of an instinct of survival in this league for me. So that's what I got to do to survive in this, not survive, but be in this league, honestly. So that's the niche I found for myself, and that's what I got to do every night. So maybe sometimes get hit on purpose, so you wake up, get shaken up, but you always got to play hard.
Any other questions for Mo? Fred?
Nope, I'm good.
Good.
All right. Thank you, Mo.
How's everybody doing?
So, Deni. Neil, go ahead.
Hey Deni, obviously not the result you guys wanted, but you were able to knock some of your shots down. Coach told us that he talked with you a little bit yesterday. Just what did that do for you, and what do you hope that does for you going forward?
I mean, I'm always trying to be confident and play my game. And Coach really came up, and when we talked, and he said some great things. He said some great things who made me positive, made me stay positive. And for now, I don't really care. We try to win. We're trying to make it. We're trying to make it to the playoffs. So, I mean, for me, even though I had a good game, I feel like it doesn't matter because we didn't get the win. We aiming there, and hopefully we're gonna get better.
Ava?
Deni, what do you feel like you were able to take advantage of tonight in your minutes?
Just play hard, just be aggressive, play hard, not give up on any play. And you saw that we were fighting on the court until the last minute. So even though I fouled out my first time in my career, and so it means pretty much that I tried my best.
And when you get a chance to see a team again back to back, does it change anything for you guys in the in-between games in terms of how you prepare or what you might get a chance to focus on?
100%. Feel like we're a group of winners. We have great leaders and great team, and I feel like 3 times in a row to lose to the same team is not acceptable. And we're gonna do everything we can. We're gonna prepare as best as we can, and I think we're gonna come back different Thursday.
Fred?
Hey, Denny. One of the things that rookies talk about every year is the adjustment to just the NBA schedule and NBA lifestyle. And this year for you as a rookie, it's just crazy with so many games packed into such a short amount of time. What has this year been like for you physically, just adjusting to a schedule like this?
So first of all, no rookie ever in the NBA had this year, like how we schedule things like today in COVID situations. I feel like in the beginning everything went so fast. I wasn't um, I wasn't really used to the pace and the amount of games you play, and like you finish one game and the next day you're on the court again. So it's fun, it's different, it's different. It makes you forget about the last game, whether it's good or bad, and just continue and have continuation in your game. And I feel like a lot of times I enjoyed it, but of course there's some times that you feel a little bit more fatigued, but I think I do a pretty good job of putting in my work. I have great staff around me, great medical staff and coaches around me to make sure that I'm coming focused to every game and my body is right there. So, I mean, hopefully it's going to continue through the rest of my career. I think they do a pretty good job.
Kellen?
Hey, Denny, I think you told us in your very first press conference with the media that you're a very competitive person and you hate losing. So when the team is losing, games, how does that impact you like mentally, and how do you just kind of keep motivated and kind of forget about the losses and move to the next one?
You know why it's hard for me losing? Because I see every day the group of guys we have, and I believe so much that we're so much better, and from what we play, and I feel like we getting there. I mean, we trying to improve, we're trying to make changes, we're trying to play harder, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but it's when we're gonna be consistent, I think we're gonna be a great team, and nothing's over yet. We're still fighting. We're gonna come to every game 100%, and everybody hates losing. Everybody hates losing because we got a lot of competitors in the team. So hopefully we lose much as less as possible.
Thanks, Denny.
Thank you.
All right, Deni, I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right, we will take questions for Brad. Christos?
Hello, Brad. Hope you are doing well. I would like to ask you, what was the main reason of tonight's loss of your team, and how could you explain the second half of that game?
First, praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Well, I don't think we even arrived to the arena tonight. Honestly, we were still in the hotel today, and we didn't bring any focus, any energy, and we damn sure didn't play defense. So that's why we lost. The second half, we didn't play defense in that half either. So yeah.
And also about the trade deadline who's coming up, how is there any effect in the team, or how could you try to handle all that situation with the trade deadline as a team?
I'm not the GM. That's not my job to do. We only have 2 days left if we're going to do anything. Whenever something's brought up, it's brought to my attention, but as of now, it hasn't. So we sit and wait, I guess. I don't know. I really give a damn.
Fred?
Hey, Brad. Scott mentioned physicality tonight, and that's something that a bunch of you guys have mentioned progressively. I'm wondering on nights when you're not kind of feeling up to it because everybody has off days. How do you personally maintain your physicality so that you maintain that level?
You think I had an off night tonight?
No, that wasn't my implication at all.
Oh, okay.
What I'm asking is, everybody has their off days.
Yeah.
And as a player, you still got to go out and play. So what are your tricks for when you're kind of going into it and you're feeling those days for maintaining those physicalities so you can bring it every day?
That's something you can control. Whatever you can control, that's what you go out and do. You can control playing hard. You can control being physical. You can control running the floor. You can control boxing your man out. You can control setting the screen. You can control coming off the screen very hard. You can control not turning the ball over. There's a lot of stuff we can control that we don't do. So to answer your question, you mentally have to do it. You gotta have heart. You can't teach that. You gotta have dog. Can't teach that either. So you gotta be mentally ready to go. Like, this is best league in the world. You know, it doesn't get any higher than this. And if you can't get yourself ready to play every night, then you shouldn't be here, even if it isn't your night.
Neil.
Brad, you guys are 7-19 when you have 14 or more turnovers. What do you think has led to some of your guys' high turnover games so far this season, and where do you think are areas that you can cut down on them?
Just be more precise and be certain with our decision making. I know I had some dumbass turnovers tonight. Just being smarter with the ball, stronger with the ball. A lot of times I feel like I should have shot it versus passing, and that led to turnover. So being more aggressive. I think when we're too indecisive and, you know, not attacking, you know, that's when the mistakes happen.
Ava.
Brad, how do you approach the team after nights like this when it's obviously a really frustrating outcome and like you said, stuff that went wrong with stuff that you can control? Is there any on your part as a team leader, like you having to kind of word things the right way, or you come out and are you just kind of frank about everything?
I mean, you got to pick and choose your battles. You can't just be negative and, you know, pounding guys all the time. You understand there's a time and place for it. And right now is not that time. You know, we need to reflect on what we're doing as a team individually and as, you know, as a unit. You know, we're not putting it all together like we were before. You know, so it's just, we got to get back to that. And it starts with defense. You know, we gotta accept the challenges better on defense. And that's where we're losing the game. Like, we could talk about offense all we want, but we got to guard somebody.
Thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Bradley. Thanks, everyone. Darren will be in touch, or we'll be in touch with information on tomorrow's practice.